guys, today I want to do a video about what to do if your parents will not let you go vegan. So here's my advice, because I'm a vegan and my parents did not agree with it when I first went vegan. So I went vegan twice. So first time I posted it on Facebook, not only did my parents not agree with it and my family, my direct family, but like everybody on my Facebook didn't agree with it. So there was that. And I had no support the first time at all, but the second time, which is now, I didn't tell anybody on Facebook or make a post or anything about going vegan. I didn't really tell anybody at all. I just kind of did it. And of course my parents found it really quick. Like I was like, oh no, I don't want to eat meat, or I don't want to eat that. No, I don't want to eat that. So it's kind of like I was turning into more of a picky eater. And eventually they clued in, and I eventually like told them what was going on. And my mom was like, well, I'm not gonna cook for you. And I was like, no, I don't expect you to. If I'm gonna be eating a certain way and I'm gonna be eating differently than what you're making for the rest of the family, then of course I'm gonna make my own food. I see a lot of kids like posting like, my parents won't let me go vegan. They are not force feeding you. You can choose what you put in your mouth. If you don't want to eat what they're making, then make your own food. So what I basically did, because I didn't have a job at the time, so I couldn't buy my own food, which is what I think a lot of people have the issue with, is like my parents won't let me, they won't buy me expensive vegan food. Okay, vegan food is not expensive. So that's not the problem at all. The problem is they just don't want to spend the time and buy new and different things for you. So eat what you got. My mom had a lot of rice and bread and vegetables and somewhat a little bit of fruit. Maybe a bunch of bananas for a few weeks and a few oranges and apples. So what I did was, because I was trying to follow Raw Till 4, I pretty much ate all apples, oranges, bananas, gone. They were gone within like 2 days of me going vegan. So then my mom was like, hey, I wanted a banana, you ate them all. And I'm like, yeah, well, I gotta eat something. I mean, I don't want to starve to death. And that's where they go, well, you could eat meat. And I'm like, but I don't want to. And then they're stuck with, well, crap, she just ate all my bananas. Now what am I gonna do? So what do? They go and buy more bananas. So then they start buying more bananas than usual. So instead of having one bunch for a week now, you got like 2 or 3. And it's gonna increase the more you eat them, of course, because your parents hopefully don't want to starve you. And when I ran out of fresh food, because you know it takes a bit for them to go grocery shopping for more, I would move on to bread and potatoes and grains. So the rice that we had, gone. I ate it all. Then when my mom wanted to go make a stir fry, she didn't have any rice, so she had to go buy more rice. And it's like not super nice to do this, but I mean, think of your health, think of the animals, and think of the planet. You're not doing this for your parents, for your mom. You're doing this for like a bigger reason, and they might not realize that, and that is okay. You know, it's kind of like supply and demand in your family. If you eat all the hot dogs, your mom has to go buy more hot dogs. If you eat all the rice, your mom has to go buy more rice. She's gonna replace what you're eating, unless you have a really bad parent that is literally gonna force feed you and starve you. And in that case, you should probably look for moving out, like get a job yourself and move out. You don't need to be in that type of environment. Yeah, if you really, really care about them, then you can try this, but it didn't work for me. You can try to educate them. Whether that's showing them like Earthlings, Cowspiracy, Forks Over Knives, whether it's showing them Dr. McGregor's or McDougall's research, whether it's showing them by example, which is what I pretty much do now, because they're not gonna listen to what I have to say, they don't believe in it, which is perfectly fine. I mean, the proof is in the banana pudding. I can lead by example. If they see that, oh, she's thriving, then maybe they will try it. But you can't really do anything else if they're not gonna listen to what you're sharing with them. I mean, some parents might be really surprised and your whole family might end up going vegan, and that is great. But realistically, not everybody is going to want to do what you're doing. They're not gonna believe you or the research, even though it's hardcore facts from studies. You know, sometimes there's no convincing people. and you just gotta let them do, you gotta do you and they gotta do them. Like, if they're gonna come to veganism eventually, then let them do it on their own terms, clearly, if they're not gonna listen to you. If your parents actually get on board with you going vegan a little bit, and they're concerned about like how much it's gonna cost them, like I said before, it's not expensive at all. So many people think veganism is expensive, and that's because they're buying a bunch of fake, crappy junk food. They're buying like fake meats, fake mayonnaise, fake everything, and it's fake because like it's not what they're used to. Basically you're buying a lot of processed food, and that's what's gonna cause you to spend a lot of money on stuff, because like you don't need to eat fake cheese to be vegan. You don't need to eat tofu. I mean, I am not 100% a fan of tofu, eat it from time to time, but that shouldn't even be a concern because tofu is very cheap. I mean, I work at a grocery store. I see people come in and out, and people buy like $80, $90 meat. I can literally buy like 80 packages of tofu for the amount of meat they're buying, and then that would cover more calories, more stomach space, so you're getting more out of what you're buying in plants in that case for tofu compared to meat. But you definitely don't need to buy fake meat, you don't need to buy fake cheese, you don't need to buy fake mayo. Those are just foods that you should be eating whenever you get a craving to eat an animal product. Like, I know at one point I started craving Burger King's chicken sandwiches, which was basically chicken, mayonnaise, and lettuce in a bun. And I was craving that for a period of time, so I went out and bought fake chicken strips, which were breaded, so they tasted just like the real thing. And my boyfriend actually thought it was the real thing, like he wanted me to double check the package to prove that I probably grabbed the wrong one, but it was vegan. I made my own fake mayo because just mayo wasn't a thing then, and Walmart now has it, but I didn't know that. But I made my own at that point. So like, if you can't find something and you're craving it, you can make it too. Like, you're probably not gonna find a vegan pie near you, unless you're really lucky. And it satisfied my taste buds, and I was happy, and I had that for a few days, and my craving disappeared. And that's what you gotta do. Like, there was times early in the beginning of my journey where I would crave something like that, and I would just go get it, the real thing. And now that I've been in this so long, I know the tricks. Just go get the vegan version and you're satisfied. You don't want to eat that every day. That's where it gets expensive. You want to have that for junk food, a treat. You don't have to have it all the time. You should mostly be focusing on whole foods. So after figuring out that veganism isn't expensive, your parents are definitely going to be concerned about nutrition. Again, educate them just like you would for the prices of food and for just veganism in general. Educate them that it can be healthy, and you can tell them, like, Mom, Dad, I promise I will get blood checks every year or every 6 months whenever you want, and to prove to you that I am A-okay and that I am in great health. I personally just got a blood test done. Perfect. No issues at all. My doctor said, like, you're perfect. 100% perfect. And I was like, really? Even my B12? Because I don't supplement B12 at all. I just have soy milk every morning. Yeah. Educate them about health-wise. Dr. McDougall, Dr. McGregor, those are my two doctors, plant-based doctors I know the most about. There's probably more. I will link them down below. But just keep doing what you're doing, because like I said before, you can't convince everybody, even if the cold hard facts are right in front of them. Like, look for studies that are non-biased. Like, it's not a bunch of vegans doing it, it's not a bunch of meat eaters doing it. Like, look for just boom, like research that is actual research. And then again, like, lead by example. Maybe you had really bad acne and you started eating vegan and all your acne goes away. Or you had really bad arthritis in your leg and you start eating vegan and that pain goes away. So that's all I can think of, guys. If you have any more questions relating to this, comment down below, message me, do what you need to do to get a hold of me. I'm not really popular, so that shouldn't be a problem at all, like some of the other YouTubers you might be asking, like. So this is the end of the video. I hope this helped you, and good luck on going vegan. Bye.